What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and we are reporting live from the realest den, and that is from the Greece Nigerian god himself, Giannis Antetokounmpo, as he has kept it real. And if you guys have been following my channel and watching my videos, man, I get a lot of backlash because I like to speak my mind on things. You know what I'm saying? I like to speak my mind on things that I feel passionate about and that most people are afraid to speak on. And I think that Giannis making this bold statement and supporting the brother Noah Lyles is why I love and respect this guy so much. But before we continue to talk about what Giannis stated in mentioning Noah Lyles, I want to ask you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my media sports takes. Now, you guys know Giannis. Giannis is Mr. Do-It-All himself. Don't really want to do the super build, teaming up and all that stuff. Don't really care to be friends with a lot of NBA players in the offseason. Really is a down-to-earth guy, family man, loyal to his country. And as you guys have saw over the past few weeks, he just got his third brother to join him on the Milwaukee Bucks team. You know, like, this guy is that good to where a team and franchise who normally doesn't conduct business in ways as such know that they want to retain Giannis and keep him at all costs. What does Giannis say? Giannis said, if you want to keep me, get both of my brothers over here. So now this man got all of his brothers. Think about this. Growing up in the country, Giannis said he grew up in the country, no food, no shoes on his feet, and to now being a multi-millionaire, having several of millions of dollars, also having brothers to help them get millions of dollars. And these same brothers that were next to you when you didn't have anything are right next to you with their own millions and your own millions, and know that you are the man on your team and also the man of your country, which is Greece. Now, I want to get into why I made this video, and that's because Giannis Antetokounmpo took upon himself to support Noah Lyles. If you guys don't remember the story on Noah Lyles, I have it pulled up right here on the screen. And pretty much, he was the Olympian that won the gold medal for Team USA. And he got a lot of backlash for stating the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was being interviewed, post-win, and he was asked a question, right? He was asked a question on why or how does it feel to be, a USA champion? And he just pretty much was, he let it off his chest that it bothers him that the NBA, is the only sports organization that says champions of the world versus saying champion of the states. And he got a lot of backlash. A lot of these meat riders who don't have their own opinion, but they want to support what's popular. And I hate that. I've always been the type of guy that think for myself. I'm telling you, man, I'm going to tell y'all this. And I was taught this a long time ago by an old head. He looked at me and he told me, he said, I like you. He said, you know why I like you? I said, no, sir. He said, I like you because a lot of people don't like you. And I was confused by what he meant. He said, a lot of people don't like you because the most hated person is the person that tells the truth. And that has never left me. And I've always naturally been a guy who tells it like it is. Whether you like it or not, this is my opinion. I'm not here to offend you. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to do anything but just say how I feel. It could be a million men telling me yes, but if I feel like no, guess what I'm going to say? I'm going to say no. So on this report, it states, so when he was asked to reflect on his status at the undisputed fastest man in the world, you might be able to understand the impulse to talk a little shit. Specifically, he took aim at the habit of American sport leagues to refer to their winners as world champions. And he says, quote, you know what hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? That's what Noah Lyles said. And all NBA, all these meat riding fans and meat riding people who don't even pay attention to sports had so much to say about this to where I even made a video about it. And I was like, I think the guy has a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in support of this brother because that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Then you got all these people chiming in, being lame. You see all the NBA athletes going around, trying to like talk smack and pretty much, come at this man sideways. You had certified lover boy Drake you know what I'm saying, coming for the man. And it even says here, there are a bunch of funny things that came from it. Like having Drake notice it. Like, Drake, what are you doing here? Go back home. This is in an NBA conversation. But I couldn't go on TikTok for more than 3 seconds because it would just be like me. And I'm like, can I see something else? I don't want to see me. You know what? I felt like, man, that the man was scrutinized a lot. I think that people were laying on to this man. All these sports shows, just having something to talk about. And, you know, the world has a funny way of, you know, joining the negative wagon. Okay, you can make so many videos being negative and jumping on somebody, but it doesn't take nothing but one person to reset the standard, which Giannis did, right? So, you know, I just feel like, man, you know, it was good for Giannis to finally break his silence, right? And this is from Bleach Report. Giannis comes out and says, "I totally agree with Noah Lyles on NBA World Champion remarks." Now, who gonna run up on Big Giannis and them two brothers over there? Man, Giannis, let me tell y'all something. Giannis and Joker, oh, they got brothers and family that be ready to dismantle all. So I admire the fact that Giannis came out and said this, because at the end of the day, like, he's going against his brotherhood for what's right. Right, the brotherhood of the NBA. But then again, he's an international player, and he can actually talk smack because he is a world champion. Excuse me, he is an NBA champion. So it's not like this guy doesn't qualify to have his opinion. Well, you had all these other NBA players who had opinions who ain't won shit. You know what I'm saying? So Giannis comes in and pretty much says that, you know, American sprinter Noah Lyles received plenty of backlash when the question why professional athletes in the league such as the NBA in the United States call themselves world champions. You know what I'm saying? And this is where, you know, Giannis backed them up. You know what I'm saying? During the 48-minute podcast, he said, I wanted to back him up so bad, you know. And he received so much backlash for saying the obvious, right? You know what I'm saying? But all it takes is, you know, one person to stand up for somebody like that, man. So that's very commendable on Giannis's behalf, man, because, you know, we live in a day and age where the freedom of speech is not there. This man ain't even from this country and voices his freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? This is how I feel. Now do something about it. I wish somebody would say something to me crazy based off my feelings and my morals and my beliefs. And that's pretty much what Giannis did. Says here he went on to point out, I don't think that in any other sport you are called world champions. You know, like in soccer, which is very international, by the way, which is way bigger than the NBA. Giannis is making sure to rub that in and let people know that we have sports way bigger than the NBA that actually deserve to be called world champions. More popular than the NBA, when the Champions League, the UEFA Champions League, you know, champions, they don't say the word champion, you know. When they win the World Cup, they play against the U.S. team. They play against the teams around the world, you know, countries around the world when they say world champs. So Giannis is pretty much saying that this guy has a point and that he's going to back him up. You know what I'm saying? And Giannis goes on to say that, you know, he knows the NBA is the best league in the world and the talent in the NBA is the best that you will ever see in your life. It's not even close, right? He goes on to say, you know, I don't say there's other teams out there that can beat the Denver Nuggets, for example. I'm not saying that, but you're going to have to respect, you know, the teams. And yeah, I'm the NBA champ. I'm the VTB champ. I'm the Euro League champ. I'm the Greek champ. I'm the Spanish champ. I'm the French League champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's just pretty much going through and breaking down, you know, and validating why Noah Lyles were right. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what's going to happen. You're going to see more and more NBA. You're going to see more and more NBA players come out and literally agree with Giannis. But my problem with this is, why does it take for one man who has the nuts, the hoosters, to come out and say this stuff when there's plenty of NBA players who feel the same way Noah Lyles feels but won't come out and say it because they're scared? Scared of what? But y'all be so ready to quote unquote fight each other and do this to a fan or do this when y'all boys don't even hold up and say things that are on y'all heart, man. That's why I don't respect these fake ass, soft ass NBA players, man. And everybody's so afraid to be unfriended. Here's a guy who doesn't care about friends. You know why? Because he values family. He has both of his brothers at his side, and you know what? That's good enough. His brothers, his team, his family, the organization, the whole Milwaukee city. Like, man, you don't have to have all these friends in the world if you can't say how you feel or worry about hurting people's feelings because of things that you're passionate about. Moral of the story is always be yourself and live your truth. Giannis is a guy who supports what's right, and that's why I respect him versus supporting what's wrong just to be cool like some of these cats, man. Big ups to Giannis Antetokounmpo. I wish that the NBA had more players like this, and I'm willing to bet if the NBA had more players like this that the league would not be so trash right now, that these players would not give up as easily. And the truth is, it takes players like Giannis to bring balance and restore the NBA. Y'all let me know what y'all think on this, man, as I agree with Giannis Antetokounmpo as well as Noah Lyles, like I've been agreeing. And if you don't believe me, watch my previous videos when Team USA lost. I definitely made sure to insert that Noah Lyles was right. So, like always, man, let me know in the comments on what y'all think. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.